So the number one story this offseason in the NFL is the Aaron Rodgers saga. Is he retiring? Is he leaving Green Bay? Is he going somewhere else? Or is he returning to Green Bay? Mize, I know you have the latest.
Yes, Nick. And the more and more we have looked, we have seen stories of Rodgers going to the Steelers. We've seen stories of Roger going to Denver to go with old offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett. There's been stories of Roger going pretty much anywhere because who would not want Aaron Rodgers? Which leads us to believe, why wouldn't Green Bay want their own son to come back? You know, back-to-back MVP. You don't let a guy like that go. But up until this point, it seemed as if Rodgers was so unhappy it didn't matter what happened in Green Bay. He was determined to leave. But there's been developments, as there always is, and we are always going to keep you updated. And here is the latest. Green Bay has decided, Coach Matt LaFleur, I don't even want to attempt to pronounce their GM's last name. It's too complicated for me. But Green Bay's GM, they have said that they want Rodgers back, and they're prepared to keep him until he decides to retire. They're all in on Rodgers, and reportedly, they are willing to give him an extension worth at least $45 million per season. So that is top of the top money there. Rodgers deservedly earned all of that money getting back-to-back MVP seasons, deep playoff runs both times. So I think that Green Bay really has changed their tune. They've really tried everything they could possibly do to make Rodgers happy. They've let him be in on some coaching, hiring decisions, all kinds of stuff like that. So, Nick, what are you thinking about all of this now?
So I was 100% in the camp that Rodgers has gone, most likely to the Denver Broncos. But what's happened over the last few days, what Green Bay has done from the coaching side and from the front office side, and hearing Rodgers talk, on the McAfee show, giving his interview, and of course the Instagram post where he was grateful and showed all these emotions and nostalgia and all that kind of stuff. It reminded me of the movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, when Jordan Belfort's about to leave the company and he gets up there and he's about to say goodbye to all his employees. And, he relays stories of the times they shared together. And at the last second, he's like, I'm not leaving. You know what? I'm not leaving. That's how I feel Rodgers was. Like Rodgers was 100% ready to leave and go out and try something else and move on to a different organization. But he took some time off. He looked at his friends, his family, and the culture in Green Bay and the relationships he's built. And I really do think Rodgers is grateful. People forget about this Rodgers. He's obviously out of Chico, Northern California. That is a relatively good-sized quarterback hotbed, especially the state, especially Northern California. Despite that, he was not recruited at all. He was not a major recruit. He had to go to junior college, and then he only had one major offer from junior college. That was to go to Berkeley, far from a football powerhouse. He ends up becoming a top quarterback prospect when none other than Alex Smith, love Alex Smith, but none other than Alex Smith is picked before him, and then Rodgers falls in the draft, and then when he's finally picked by the Packers, he has to wait 3 years to start. He's had to go through all of these trials and tribulations where he wasn't the number one guy, where he wasn't wanted. And now he feels the love in Green Bay. He honestly, when I think he says he's grateful, I really believe it. And I think that gratefulness that he feels and the relationship he has in Green Bay, I don't think he's going to leave. I think he's gotten to a point where it means too much to him.
Yeah, I love the reference. Wolf of Wall Street, he's not leaving. I wonder if Roger stands up in a press conference and does stuff like that. He's a big movie reference guy, big book guy. He could pull a move like that. I could see it happening. And like you said, I think there's been a lot going on. Rodgers, I believe he's no longer with a longtime girlfriend. He has two of his best friends on the team, Randall Cobb and Devontae Adams. To this point, I believe if they can get Rodgers back, Adams is probably willing to stay with Green Bay. So I think after he went on this large 12-day cleanse, he got his emotions right. He took some breathing time to get everything. He took a step back, realized he's had such a great career in Green Bay, realized they now are deciding that he is worth top quarterback money. Back-to-back MVP seasons can do that for somebody. But I think Rodgers, like you said, he's getting emotional. He's seeing Green Bay was the team that drafted me. Green Bay is the team that gave me a chance. Maybe I stay in Green Bay. Maybe I finish this ride out in Green Bay. It could be like Michael Jordan, stay with one team for for majority of your career, try to win all your championships there. I think that Rodgers like you said, in the beginning, I was 100% Rodgers going to the Denver Broncos. Great fit. He knew the offensive coordinator. They're going to make things fit for him over there. But Green Bay has always been one of the better fits for him as well. It's just we never thought that Green Bay was willing to do what they need to do to keep them, but they have surely changed their tune, and I now think that Rodgers has just as good a chance to stay in Green Bay as he does to go anywhere else.